Welcome to Newell's. It is Derby Day in Rosario. Let's get into it. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Newell's. I think we're on episode 5 now, and today it is the derby against Rosario. Things are going pretty bloody well, as you can see. We are well and truly into the season. 7 games left. We're top of the league. We've only lost 2 in 18. Yeah, I've changed my tactic again. Just a little tweak. And I'm going to talk about another tweak that I want to try and implement for next season. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because I would like your feedback down in the comments. But as you can see, things have gone pretty bloody well. We've had a couple of blips right in here for no really apparent reason, but you know, it's going all right, isn't it? Obviously, we're out of all the competitions now, which has kind of helped. So we're just playing, but there has been the occasional midweek. Fitness is obviously been an issue. Still goal scoring with our centre forward. Once again, when we go through the tactics, interested to know your thoughts about how to get the best out of the striker around what we have currently. As I said, finances are shocking. We've got no players leaving because of how the database has been put together. And we've got no players out of contract for another season. So at the end of season 2. So things are looking like we're going to have to go with what we've got. Plus, with the factor in the possibility that we may lose Forza, we may lose Castro, Mansilla is a superb centre-half, a young centre-half that we may lose. So, yeah, it's not looking great. We need Copa Libertadores. I think we will get that. 7 games to go. I keep forgetting. But we need to finish top 4 to get us into... No, top 5. Top 5 to get us in. These are chances. We're 7 points. 7 points to get into 6th, which is not like the qualifying round of the Copa Libertadores, but it's looking good. Boca are slowly climbing. They've had a horrendous season, but the issue is, if you go far in the Copa Libertadores, it absolutely kills you fixture-wise. They've played Saturday, Wednesday, or Saturday, Thursday. Look, all the way through the season. That would absolutely hammer the squad that I've got. So something we really need to think about. We're obviously going to have to bring in some youth players and really push them out. I have brought in some new youth players into the squad that have come from our like under 20s. There is Michel Jamie, promising winger. We've had injuries to goalkeepers, so we've brought in Franco Herrera, who looks like he's going to be a really good goalkeeper at just 18. But the main change is the tactic. We've just tweaked it. We're going with this sort of like 4-3-2-1 with a sitter. There's a part of me now, because we've played this Sordo guy, and he's done okay, 5 goals, 3 assists. He played as a trequartista because we lost Sforza for 2 months of the season. So he played in there. We're now trying to balance, trying to get a striker. Look, Riesco has done a total of 24 appearances and hasn't scored. 19 as sub, but you would expect a forward. It was 3-star, 14 finishing, 14 pace, teamwork, off the ball, work rates, all okay. Technique 13, that I would at least score a goal. So I'm starting to think how to get the best out of these 3. Do I then go Sforza as the striker and then go with Sordo in there? Now the idea is we've gone with a deep line forward up there still. It's because obviously the trequartista literally roams around the pitch. Is what I kind of want. I like the idea of having my star player being the star, just in case we get that Lionel Messi towards the end of his career. Shadow striker, obviously we're getting Castro then bombing on, going into the space that the deep line forward has created. So we're still trying to get that movement that we've had all season, with just an extra thing of Sforza just being able to roam and dictate and get on the ball. Now my other idea is we look a little bit light in here. It hasn't cost us really defensively wise, but what I'm thinking is next season we need to get one of these sides to play as just a winger. So no inverted wingers, just someone who is... So Garro could probably do it now, but I'm not wanting to change it mid-season because we're going okay. So the idea is changing that to a winger. He keeps his width, and then we change Vangioni and use him as an inverted wing-back, just so he comes into this area and makes a little bit of a 2 in build-up, and then we'll still use sort of like the movement, the overlap on the right-hand side of Mendes of the right-back. So yeah, there's the tactical thoughts. Inverted wing-back for next season. A wide left midfielder to sort of like hug the touchline a little bit, probably just on support. And then getting this balance right up front. We've tried loads of forwards. Funes has tried a little bit up there, hasn't scored in his 2 starts and 7 as sub. The only person who has done okay, who's swing wet, but he seems to do better when he comes off the bench. And then we have got another one that I have tried to sell and no one wants him. So I think, we go with him today in the derby. He's barely played, but he does look like he may be okay. Target forward on support. So obviously you would expect him to be good with his back to goal. So I'll tell you what, let's give him a go and see how we get. That's probably our strongest lineup. Mansilla, the young centre-half, has had a tremendous season. No-nonsense centre-half. 7.3. We've offered him and he's got a new deal. Sforza, Castro's have got new deals. I think someone else has been given a new deal, so it's really, really plunged us into the financial mire. We were on our budget at the start of the season, and then because of contract negotiations, we've had to put another 10 grand on that. So we're desperate. Finances are insecure. We're in a bit of a black hole here, and I think I've managed it as well as I could. I had to offer a new deal to Sforza. I've had to offer a new deal to Castro. I've had to offer a new deal to Mansell just so we don't lose them, because they're potential sell-on value for us, and we don't want to absolutely not lose them on freeze. Okay, right, let's go. Derby Day. Rosario are down, I think, mid-table. Yeah, they're 12, so they're right in sort of like the mid-table area. They will obviously want to get one over us today to kind of put us out. I think the title, if we go to the league table, the title is probably unrealistic just because of the teams below us have got games in hand. River in particular, because of their sort of like running the Copa Libertadores, and then they're running in the Copa Sudamerica, it's very, very likely that they are going to catch us. I think they've got like 4 games in hand on us, I think. Yeah, 2 games in hand. 2 games in hand, 2 points behind. We don't play them. You never know. They might have a game against Boca or something like that. Right, here we go. Derby Day, the first one in the league. Angel tackles straight away. Castro to Garcia, who's getting a go today. I have transfer listed him all season because he's on a little bit of money, but no one's... I think the money problems in Argentina is not just us. It's a lot of teams, so there's not going to be much moving around, I don't think, this winter. So because I've had the new database, it's updated a lot of contracts to the end of 2022. I've started this at the start of 2021. So the league season is kind of like the calendar year. So all the players are leaving and going out of contract at the end of season 2, which makes it a bit of a nightmare. It means that we can't do wriggle room in terms of contracts, and we're relying on teams to come in and buy our players, which we will. There may be some movement, but we're really going to have to, I think, as they're in. Dupuy is in. He smashed it in. 1-0 Rosario. Not a great start. Their first effort and goal gives them a goal. Right, can we get that back? Vangioni, who's been really good the last few games, the last few months, should I say. Gatto. And I think also with just having as a winger, because we've got inverted winger, we've got 2 central midfielders, we've got 2 attacking midfielders, it gets a little bit night and tarry. It would be nice to just have an option out here, and we're going to really get that winger to hug the touchline, I think. Here is Vangioni on the overlap. Is he going to deliver across? He does. Castro is there. Oh, what a miss. How has he missed that? That had goal written all over it. I think a defeat today for us would probably put us out of the title race. So I can't imagine River dropping that many points. I think they may be out of the continental competitions as well, so they're now getting rest. Mansilla strikes it from distance. Ooh, good effort. We've not done badly here. We've not played badly. We've just been punished once with 1 ball over the top. So let's give it an encourage. It's half time. We're still in the game, boys. I'm not going to say I'm angry. We need to be better in front of goal. We need to be hitting the target. So scoring goals is still our problem when we don't get the bits of magic from our 2-10s. All right, Servio. That is fucking horrendous defending from Velasquez. Horrendous. 2 punts. Was that actually from the goalkeeper's kick as well? How are we not dealing with that? I do not know. He just let... Oh, boys. Every time I do a live com for you, we fuck it up. Right, berate. Let's get Huguet on. We've just notched it up to attacking just to see if we can be a little bit more dynamic. Create something a little bit different. We've not got many options off the bench. It means taking off a really good player. It's not like Manchester City where you take one off and another player of equal quality comes on. We're intermediately looking at youth players and backup players that are not good enough at the moment. Right, Garrow. I've lost it. We've lost it. We should have won this game, boys. We've had the chances. We should have won this game. And for some reason, we can't defend long balls. For some reason, all of a sudden. I don't know why. All right, Covea. Cross. This has been an absolute... Every time I do a video for you guys with this save, it's an absolute shambles. An absolute shambles. As Candea puts it in, it's 3-0 in the derby. We've been embarrassed in the derby. And what that does, this result does, boys, it sucks us right into the top 5 race for the Copa Libertadores, which we have to get. We have to see and show the sort of like the board that there is going to be potential money coming in with the Copa Libertadores. I imagine that might be I'm hoping a couple of million. It's still not going to get us out the red, is it? But it may help us with sponsorship deals or something like that. But this, look. Oh, we're all over the place. Oh, for fuck's sake. This has been an absolute shambles. I've never seen us been caught so... And obviously we're playing a high line. That's just absolute Football Manager shambles, that. They've had 7 shots, 6 on target, and they've scored with 4 of them. I wanted to show you everything from Sforza to Castro. Are we going to win a header today? Just. Mendes. It's taken us 90 minutes to win a header back there, boys. Gonzalez. Velasquez. And they're our main 2. We've kind of rotated a little bit at times, but we've kind of settled on those 2. Transfer listed probably my best defender in terms of attributes because he hasn't been playing well as them 2. Goalkeeper's on a 5.9. Well, boys, that's a shit show. I don't know what that is in Spanish, shit show, but that is definitely one of them. And now we're 3 back. River Plate haven't played yet, but I think the title race is definitely out of the question. I think now we really need other teams we need 2 teams as well, because I think there's another team behind us who I'm expecting. They've slowed up a little bit. Gimnasia, something. Independiente on the same points. But then we've let in these teams back in now. If they could pick up wins, if teams like Huracan and Colon and Racing Club, even Talleres, Vélez, all win their games. Look, there's another team here as well that have got 2 games in hand on us. So we've really got to make sure we very quickly forget about that performance. 4 clean sheets in a row. We've had 4 clean sheets in a row. We've been at Banfield. We've played Racing Club. And then we've just done that for you. Absolute shambles. Right, what we are going to do, boys, we're going to come back for the last game of the season. We'll play that, obviously. Fingers crossed we can get a Copa Libertadores. I don't think it's going to be a title, but you never know. We may still be in the race. Something may magically happen. It is Football Manager, by the way, so you never know. And then we'll have a little recap of the season and just see potentially what we could do with that inverted winger, wing-back, left winger kind of role. Have we got players to suit? I think the fullback can do it. I'm not sure if we've really got anyone on that left-hand side. And then we'll see the damage that has been caused to the club by the finances. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Next video out on Wednesday night. Make sure you smash a like on today's video. Thanks for your support. Tactical input, as always. Put it down in the comments. Muchly appreciated. All right, guys. Have a good Sunday. See you later.